Alright, so in this problem, I have 2 to the power of 20 minus 9. So I want to find the answer to this problem. So I'm going to first start by rewriting 2 to the power of 20 as 2 to the power of 10 times 2. And if I have something in the form a to the power of m times n, this is equal to a to the power of m to the power of n. So 2 to the power of 10 times 2, that's going to equal 2 to the power of 10 to the power of 2. And now I have this minus 9, which is the same thing as 3 squared. Now, if I have something in the form a squared minus b squared, this is equal to a plus b times a minus b. So in this case, a is 2 to the power of 10, and b is 3. So I get 2 to the power of 10 plus 3 times 2 to the power of 10 minus 3. Now, 2 to the power of 10 is equal to 1024. So I get 1024 plus 3 times 1024 minus 3. And this is equal to 1027 times 1021. Now, we can obviously multiply this like in this form, but there is a simpler way to multiply these two numbers. So what I'm going to do is rewrite this as 1000 plus 27 times 1000 minus 21. Or sorry, 1000 plus 21. And now this way, I can distribute. So 1000 times 1000 is 1000 squared plus 21 times 1000 plus, now I'm going to distribute the 27. So I get 27 times 1000 plus 27 times 21. Now, 1000 squared, that's equal to 1 million. Plus 21 times 1000 is 21,000. Plus 27 times 1000 is 27,000. Plus 27 times 21 is 567. Now, I'm going to add all these up. So 21 plus 21,000 plus 27,000 is 48,000. So I have that plus 567, which is equal to 1,048,567. Alright, so in this video, I'm going to be solving the equation 25 to the power of x minus 5 to the power of x is equal to 20. So to solve this equation, I'm going to first start by subtracting 20 on both sides. So then these two cancel out, and I get 25 to the power of x minus 5 to the power of x minus 20 is equal to 0. Now 25 to the power of x, I can rewrite this as 5 squared to the power of x. So I have this minus 5 to the power of x minus 20 is equal to 0. And now from here, if I have something in the form a to the power of m to the power of n, this is the same thing as a to the power of m times n. And a to the power of m times n, I can rewrite as a to the power of n times m. So if a to the power of m times n is equal to a to the power of m to the power of n, then a to the power of n times m should equal a to the power of n to the power of m. So 5 to the power of 2 to the power of x is going to equal 5 to the power of x to the power of 2. Now I have this minus 5 to the power of x minus 20 is equal to 0. And now I'm going to let 5 to the power of x is equal to y, so I get y squared minus y minus 20 is equal to 0. Now, to solve this, I'm going to be using the quadratic formula, which is negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So in this case, a is 1, b is negative 1, and c is negative 20. So I get y equals negative 1 plus or minus the square root of b squared, so negative 1 squared, which is positive 1, minus 4 times a, which is 1, times c, which is negative 20, all over 2a, so 2 times 1. And this is equal to 1 plus or minus the square root of 1 plus 80 over 2, which is equal to 1 plus or minus the square root of 81 over 2. And the square root of 81 is equal to 9. So I get y is equal to 1 plus or minus 9 over 2. Now this gives me two solutions. I get y equals 1 plus 9 over 2 and y equals 1 minus 9 over 2. So 1 plus 9 is 10, and 10 divided by 2 is 5, so I get y equals 5 as one solution, and 1 minus 9 is negative 8. Negative 8 over 2 is negative 4, so y equals negative 4 is another solution. Now from here, remember how we let 5 to the power of x equal to y. So this means I get two solutions. 5 to the power of x is equal to 5, and 5 to the power of x is equal to negative 4. So let's look at this equation over here. 5 to the power of x equals negative 4. Well, we can't take the power of a positive number and turn it into a negative number, meaning this equation has no solution. And for 5 to the power of x equals 5, to solve this, what most people do is, for other exponential equations, we would have to take the log and do a bunch of other stuff. But as over here, we could just see 5 to the power of 1 is going to equal 5, because anything to the power of 1 is itself. So this is my solution.